Good day, Helldivers. We have a new patch out today, so I'm going to switch over and bring this up, and we're going to check this out together. So, just to go through with this, hopefully you guys can read. Good day, citizens of Super Earth. A new patch to aid you in your efforts is coming in. And may Super Earth give you courage. No period. Okay. Where's their editor? Overview. Today's patch is dealing with the spawn rate of heavily armored Terminids enemies as well as the possible play against them. It also contains some fixes to UI elements and crash fixes. So I know some people just go over like the balancing stuff of other games, but I'm going to try to go through this and share my experience with it and what I've been seeing, and yeah, we'll just go from there. Enemies, the amount of heavily armored targets that spawn on higher difficulties, especially for Terminids, have been a big discussion point online and internally. The intent is for groups to have to bring some form of anti-tank capability, but not to the degree previously needed. Yeah, so it's been ridiculous. Just the chargers that come up, and then all of the Bile Titans. I'm sure you guys have seen on TikTok and Instagram just the funny clips of 10 Bile Titans on the suicide mission or the Helldivers mission. So, yeah, that's been that. To that end, we have reduced the spawn rate of Chargers and Bile Titans on difficulty 7 and up. Finally! Oh, man. In addition, we have reduced the risk of spawn spikes of Chargers and Bile Titans. Perfect. I love that. Please note that we have changed the distribution of enemy types, not reduced difficulty. Okay, that's fair. Expect other enemy types to appear in greater numbers instead. That's fine. Like, I'm okay. I don't know, though, because stalkers suck, and the mini stalkers, they slow you down with their tongue, and that's just annoying. But we'll see how that goes. We are humbled by the community's ability to find things like Chargers leg meta, in our game. However, spending your heavy anti-tank weapons on legs instead of the obvious weak points seems counter to expectation. Right, so like their legs, the Charger's legs kind of can get blown up if you aim right, but also their butt, back, abdomen, whatever you want to call it, is pretty vulnerable too, especially when they're charging at a teammate. Turn around and shoot them in the back. Easy. We are not changing anything regarding the Charger's legs. We are, however, lowering the health of the Charger's head. Perfect. It should now be at a point where a well-placed shot from a recoilless rifle or EAT-17 instantly kills a Charger. So headshots are good. Together with the unfortunately undocumented change of last patch that increased the armor penetration ability of less well-placed shots for EAT-17s and the recoilless rifle shots, Chargers should now be easier to handle by well-equipped groups. Cool. Gameplay, electronic countermeasures operation modifier. Had a chance of giving you a random stratagem instead of the one you input has been removed in order to be reworked. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that, and will be reintroduced in a future iteration. So, you got a random stratagem. I never went on these missions, but it seems like you would get one instead of like another one. Actually, I think I do remember. Like, you would throw one down, and then it would be something completely different. We found that this modifier wasn't communicated clearly enough and overall caused more frustration than excitement with the way it was currently implemented. Okay. This change was made in this patch, but was unintentionally omitted from the patch notes. Oh, whoops. 2 patches ago. Fix missing text on several HUD elements. Right, so like at the bottom right, the effects and like the missions, at least in my experience, were gone, and you could only see like the buttons you would have to press, so mine would be Z and C. Fix several subtitle mismatches in the news videos. Oh, I don't usually watch that, so. Fix various crashes that occurred mid-gameplay, and when deploying to missions, I've had like 2 or 3 of those so far, so that's good. Game crashes when attempting to use a stim while inside an exosuit. That's crazy. I've never tried to stim inside an exosuit. Pink artifacts may appear in the sky when setting off large explosions. I haven't seen that one. Automaton dropship seemingly disappears and slides in after being shot down. Yeah, that's weird. I've seen that once or twice. Shots from arc-based weapons may not count towards kills in post-mission stats. I haven't noticed that. I don't use arc-based weapons. Not yet, anyways. Players cannot unfriend other players befriended via friend code. Okay, that makes sense. Cross-platform friend invites might not show up in the friend request tab. Haven't had that yet. I don't play with people that are on PS5. I'm just on PC. Players may be unable to select loadout or return to ship when joining a multiplayer game session via PS5 activity card. Alright. Don't know about that. The exosuit can destroy itself with rockets if it fires while turning. I have seen a clip of that though. When you're turning right and you fire a rocket, for some reason it hits itself and it destroys from that rocket. So yeah, that's good that they got rid of that. Text chat box display is obstructed by the cinematic letterboxing during extraction. Yes, so letterboxing is the black bars at the top and the bottom, and what I have seen since the beginning, when I try to type GG, like of course I know what I'm typing, but it doesn't show up while you're typing. It just has that top piece of like the recent stats and stuff. But now they probably moved it up where if the cinematic, like the letterbox shows up, then the chat box shows up. So cool. Some people are unable to accept friend requests. This is mostly an issue cross-platform. Okay, so obviously, oh, these are known. I don't know if they fixed it though. It just says known issue. Hopefully they can, like they know it, so they can work on that. Release Captain Carlberg out. Cool. So yeah, that's the patch 1.000.102. Small patch. Small update, small patch, nothing crazy. Just came out today, so yeah, we love it. Hopefully we can play a little bit better with this patch, but yeah, that's the patch. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. More Helldivers coming up.